we're starting this adventure in Florendale, believe it or not.
Ooh.
So we're kind of taking you out of Florendale, where you are currently in the campaign. We're plopping you right into the Wizard's Tower, which is just outside the walls, and you've seen a picture of it actually.
Yeah.
It's basically like almost like a guard tower, windmill, kind of like a spire, yeah. Not very tall. You're in Jarlan Nezer's house, the wizard, who is somewhat frowned upon, and that's kind of why his house is outside the town, because there's no magic allowed, and he's somewhat magical. And he's beckoned you into his house. Nothing funny about that, just saying. There's a disturbance in the force. I know you've been watching it. There's been a disturbance in the forest recently, and he's asked for some brave adventurers. Hopefully that's you.
Brave.
Running away from everything. Yeah. He's asked for some people. He's asked for some adventurers to help him out. So, as you enter this circular room, I guess, it's kind of odd, because you're used to seeing 4 walls. This is like one continuous wall. It's a mess. There's just books, pots, anything that you could think of that could clutter the room, food leftovers, anything you could think of. It's just a tip. He's got books stacked as high as, not you, as tall as...
Come on now. Don't take a pee.
Haribos. So probably about 7 foot, maybe even...
Definitely not me.
Yeah, these books are stacked high. Some of them are like, they've got extra pages shoved in, and it's just a mess in here. But in the corner, you can see that he's clearly kept this place clean. It's the sink, and it's where he makes endless cups of tea. And he has offered you a cup of tea as you've entered. And there is a seating area, I guess. There's one table and probably enough seats for about half of you to sit down and.
Oh, there's books.
Yeah, indeed. There is actually one chair which is actually like made out of books. One of the books is actually entitled IKEA.
A rare foreign subject.
A rare foreign
compact furniture.
Brilliant. Yes. And he's busy making cups of tea for all of you. Would you like to talk amongst yourselves while he's doing this, or?
I hope he doesn't give me sugar. I don't like sugar.
Magic to tea.
I'm not doing the dog.
Extra white, extra.
You're too nice.
Some next to him must go on too short.
You're not deaf.
So would you ponder on top of
There was a dog flap in the there was a dog flap in the in the door, and you went through that instead of the door. Yeah. Like they shut the door, and you kind of they shut the door on you, thinking like everyone was in, and then you're like coming through the dog trap, and you're kind of like, "Hey guys, come on, like."
Sorry to see you down there.
And you hear Jarlan kind of humming away to himself, kind of as he's clattering these pots and whatever he's doing to make tea in this.
Can I pick up a book?
You can, yeah. Which book would you want?
I don't know. Which
IKEA
one's entitled?
IKEA.
You would see the history of Florendale would probably spike your interest, maybe.
Okay, I'll take on.
Yeah. Would you like take it without him noticing, or?
No, I pick it up in front of him and start opening it.
Okay, cool. Yeah. If you would read through it, it basically goes through. It heavily goes through stories of wizards ruining the town over and over again, causing havoc and breaking the town.
Damn wizards.
Yeah, exactly.
Possibly,
Not Haribos, sorry.
Gelgar.
Gelgar himself would actually know that these stories are very one-sided, and in fact,
True.
it was the wizards were actually trying to stop these giants from the hills, and the giants were actually making most of the mayhem.
I did kill one of us. Well,
One,
I
yeah.
stole it.
Pretty
We
much,
took off
yes.
one bit of health after I took all the rest of it down.
Come on now, no one's saying your numbers.
I know.
And at this point, Yarlin gets back to the table and he plops down all these cups of tea. He's like,
Sugar?
and he looks at it kind of as if, did I add sugar? And he's
Sugar?
No, thank you.
what? No,
No tea?
No sugar.
I'm not sure there's tea in there.
and he goes back again and he starts.
It's not tea in there.
And you hear him like into the sink and he's starting again, kind of thing. This might take a while. Yeah, as you flick through the pages, it goes on to like, oh, and this is why wizards can't be trusted, and such and such and such, and you could just expect this kind of thing to repeat itself.
Nonsense fascist babble.
I was about to say, you're lucky to come out there alive.
I know. I've read the book myself, I know.
It's like Hitler
Yeah,
with
he's got
Jews,
it.
it's just-
He's got
I
one.
have the
He has
book.
one of the copies.
It's a horror story.
Too late. Published, I should say.
So this time, Yarlin comes back with all of your teas and exactly how you wanted them. Somehow he just forgot the first time, and and you all take your teas.
Thank
I
you,
assume.
Yarlin.
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 Alan.
Alan. No. Yarlin. Yarlin with a J.
Jorgen. Jargon. Jargon.
So, I've called you all here to sort out a problem. So, yes, a problem in the woods.
Fix my heat properly.
So, I assume you all know about the tomb of Simeon
I do.
in the mountains,
Seeing it on a
near the mountains.
I know about it.
Yeah.
I read
Yes.
the book.
Well, the surrounding area has recently it's hard to describe it. It's almost like it's dying. It's a bit strange.
As in
Negro.
crops and stuff. Oh, racist straight away.
No.
As in crops and stuff dying?
Yeah,
Trees?
yes,
What?
like I'm finding a lot of animals and critters.
Oh, not the
Just
poor
kind of-
animals.
Hey, yes, exactly. She understands.
Were they killed
Shut up,
by
boy.
a
Well,
thing
there
or
seems
by
to be
magic?
some sickness. It feels like magic, but it doesn't. It's strange. It's something I've never come across before. And I'm far too old to venture, because I felt the presence of this sickness coming from inside the tomb, and I don't feel like I should go down. I'm far too old, you know?
I'll go.
Yeah, just you will. I'm off back to Gordon.
Back to the bar. Yeah.
He's going to go get sick.
There you go.
I'll go.
We've got our volunteer, we don't need anyone else.
Adventure over. Yeah.
I'll go. Yeah, don't
Piqued my magician's curiosity.
Imagine this is almost like the Guardians of the Galaxy moment when Gelgar goes, I'll fight with you. I'll fight with you.
Well,
And then you guys are like, well, everyone's standing now.
Happy I'm standing.
Exactly.
I still stand up. Oh, wait, you are.
Oh. Yeah. So so that will be like the kind of intro. So I'll quickly introduce to the camera. This is Charlie playing Athena. This is Phill playing Binash. This is testing my knowledge now. This is Kyle playing Haribos Ruftoy. I remember the last name. This is an orc playing Thudurk. And this is Harry playing Gelgar, and who you can't see is
Robo-Rhod.
Robo-Rhod.
Anyway.
Robo-Rhod playing Azlack
On ghost.
on Skype.
Oogly boogly boogly.
Yeah. So it's a big party of 6, so that's exciting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Today I'm dressed up as a laptop.
Oh,
Yeah.
47 pixels.
Yeah, this is a Halloween special, sort of say. So yeah, I would assume he would kind of go.
Well, we'll get going then.
Oh yeah, we have to save the poor animals.
I haven't finished my tea yet. And where's my tea from my goat?
What's in it?
And then he would kind of go.
What's in it for this quest?
Knowledge.
Damn it.
And Yarlin would kind of stare at you, kind of going, well, it's Simeon the Giant Slayer. I mean,
He probably has treasure in there that I won't question you for stealing.
Not stealing, put into good use.
Well, I guess it's just lying there, yes.
Refinding.
Yeah.
Refinding. Yes, So yeah,
Who needs videos?
I assume you all now, once you've finished the tea, Yarlan would kind of unexpectedly kind of look down at Gerald and kind of go, oh, sorry, yeah. You wouldn't get him a tea, sorry.
He's a gotist.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does he see his heavily awesome chainmail armour and go, ew, splendid.
I don't think he needs tea.
He's parched.
No, he's a goat.
Great. Can't argue.
So yeah,
That can symbolise Joe.
I assume you
He's a
all
badass.
leave
He's
this
a badass motherfucker too.
wizard's tower.
There's boom.
This bounce y'all.
A really deep one.
I'm guessing he
As
knows
well.
us where this thing is. Like,
It's the
They
two.
will
It's
It's the two.
That you guys.
Oh, that's right.
He previously said, "Oh, you know the Simeon the Giant Slayer's tomb," and it would have been the tomb that you saw in Rome.
right,
That your owl would have swooped over and it would have seen it. Sort of.
revealed the map.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's
Just get inspiration.
Gerald now.
Yeah. Ever since he's got an armour, he's turned into a mean wolf.
He's a badass.
He is. I see him doing combat in this.
I don't.
And
I will
as
never
you
get
and as you're all leaving, Yarlan kind of. Oh, don't forget it is Hallows Eve. It's you never know what might happen. Careful of the woods this time of year. It's not great.
Why is that?
It's a standard
Halloweens.
dining.
It's
Yeah.
Hallows Eve.
I mean, we've come across werewolves there before, so.
Where
Got no white bear.
We're bears.
That's incredible.
We're bears.
bears? What the?
Got no
My
white bear.
mistake.
I get that also.
Ripped off.
Treasure.
Who are the winner?
So yeah, I assume you now
Leave.
make your way.
Have it away.
I don't like dark. If you have like a pack of some sort, you do have torches. So, but Binash, you as a gnome, you have dark vision, so you can see.
Same.
Yeah, you see like grayscale in dark, so it's fine.
Like
Or you
an
can
old
just hide in one of our
ghost
bags.
hunter.
Because you can fit.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, to go to the tomb, you would have to head north, obviously back where you came from originally, actually, through the forest.
So we see like a half-eaten giant's corpse, by the way.
You see the giant, yes. It hasn't rotted away at all as you make your way.
You opened up the-
Yeah, the forest has almost changed overnight, which is strange. Yeah, it's getting dark now. It's about evening time.
Hallows Eve.
Hallows evening time. Yes. And as you get more north, obviously the trees get thicker and denser, and
I'm a play.
yeah, that was great. And it's getting darker, and you're rolling. I don't know why.
No, I accidentally knocked the dice. It's all nice.
Great. And then what kind of marching order are you walking in? Are you walking into
Two by
a
two.
line, or
Feels
yeah?
like-
How are you? How are you walking?
No, Phil's on the back.
I'm riding Gerald.
Hop on.
More to the point. Who's
Phil's
in
on the
front?
lead.
Who's in front? You're.
I want to be in front.
So Thudurk, you
I'm
I'm
behind Philip.
guessing someone with dark vision should go first.
do you have dark vision?
No.
But I'll be next to him on
Gerald.
Gerald. I forgot my name.
Okay. Cool.
I'll be near the front.
So
You
make
shall
a
be
perception
on Gerald.
test.
I'm
On
on Gerald.
Phil's back there.
Take a
If you walk 2 by 2, you can have
take a perception
Dave,
test.
Phill, and
Or make a
Gerald.
perception test. D20.
me and Kyle, and then you and Rhodri at the back.
Oh no, it's not.
You told me about the tanky one.
Doesn't feel.
It's got
Yeah,
17
I
on
do.
it.
I do.
He's the last fight.
For God's sake, this is awesome now.
Stand between you and
I
whatever.
don't know, I'm just acting like Matt. I can just go off the knowledge.
What do I do
Yeah.
with that?
First roll of the night, and he gets a 1.
Isn't this what happened last week?
Natural
This
test.
is what happened on my first day. For
Um,
God's sake. You can have
with
him
a
back,
10.
he's useless.
Get out of it, demon.
with a 10, Thudurk,
You're welcome.
you see
Torch.
not a torch, but
Gerald.
like a. I guess it's a kind of
flickering,
tree.
almost like a glow bug, I guess, in a sense. Like it's kind of a flying source of light, like a little orb.
Are they
Firefly.
common? Like, are they like a common insect perhaps?
You tell me. Do you think they are?
I think it could
With a
potentially.
10, you might think they are. Do you think it's
How
might be
about a dice
natural?
roll perception roll just to see what I can see? I know I've got night vision, but it's good.
Yeah. Okay.
Can't be
So
worse
the rest
than
of us are allowed to roll now.
16.
Yeah. The
Are
rest
they,
of
are
you.
they pointing it out?
Yeah. You guys like going.
What's
Oh.
that? What's that? Yeah, okay.
I had a 16.
Where's show anything?
But that's the absolute minimum.
15.
14.
Yeah, but plus.
Anyone who got over a 15, you would definitely tell that.
Yay.
Nice. You would definitely tell that these.
I know you're
Well,
there.
this thing is kind of hovering in the sky, and it's like a yellow orb almost, like emitting light, and it's lighting up
16.
a part of the forest slightly, and it's like flittering.
Can I make some sort of knowledge roll?
Like nature, yeah, to check what it is of some sort, is it?
I don't think it was.
Because out of character I know.
Yeah.
It's going to go well.
Can I make a history roll?
Yeah.
I've read about them.
That is just 12, because I don't have nature.
Okay. With
I
that,
make a-
you may have seen them before. Yeah, you can make a nature
Yeah,
intelligence
so-
check as well if you want. You kind of.
Plus 4 to
It's
that.
in the back of your. It's on the tip of your tongue, in the back of your head. Kind of go. Oh,
10.
I've seen these before. I forget.
I know. 18 also.
You know, you're not quite sure what they are, but you know it's not natural.
And probably not good.
I had a 10.
Basically, what I said, didn't you?
I'm going to do one as well.
Yeah.
Plus
Anyone who
2.
wants to make a nature roll to see what they are, that's fine.
I can't actually know what it is.
Well, that's the point of rolling. So you just accept it. One. Oh, sorry, you don't need to see them. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Like, what are those shiny things? What shiny things?
Well, it's just
What are you all on about,
yeah,
guys?
it's only one little.
He looks down.
Yeah.
Instead of
Looks at
he
Gerald.
really needs to look, he looks down.
What are you on about, guys?
He looks like a shoe.
This one, no. This one's kind of flitting in between the trees, left and right. Not really further away from you, but
I don't investigate.
Could be some sort of luminous insect.
could be.
Firefly.
Let's go up
Yeah,
to it and have a
firefly
look.
could be.
Can I do a stealth check and like kind of creep
I
up
won't
to
be
it?
looking at it.
Yeah, go for it.
Could be a side quest.
I know.
If you're going to taught me anything, the glowing thing is usually a side quest. Is that a 1?
Was that
No.
7.
was that one?
7.
I got a 7.
For some reason,
Yeah, you
Come
yeah.
on,
Describe to me how you would kind of sneak up to it, like between trees, behind trees. I don't
Like, between trees.
It's like Scooby-Doo, is it?
Yeah, like Scooby-Doo.
Like Scooby-Doo.
So this thing doesn't really react. It kind of continues, kind of slowly, kind of going like this.
I stop and go. You can't really see my mouth, but I'm going.
Yeah, yeah. I can't see your mouth. But
Okay.
I don't know if anyone can help. Yeah, that's kinky.
Like a gauntlet.
This is a goal that's needed.
What do you guys want to do?
I'm neutral.
Yeah, I know
Approach
that. You're approaching it.
it. I want to approach it slowly and safely. So I don't
Do I
die.
now know what's happening?
You see Thudurk kind of stray off a little from, I'm guessing, straight north. This thing was probably, if north is where you wanted to go, it's probably about northwest kind of thing. It's
I follow slowly, like behind him to see what happens, but not get
Okay.
involved myself.
I
I'm
can't be
going
asked
to
to
stay
look
like
at
10
it.
foot away.
That's
Yeah, okay.
not
I'm
too
sticking
high
with
to go
Rhodri.
away from the tank.
Walk on
In
back.
between two. Technically tankish.
and you're attempting to touch this
Well,
thing.
I'm tank.
No,
Then
I'm just
you're
looking at it.
technically tankish as well.
Sorry?
You are
I'm just
tank,
looking at
he's-
it.
Okay.
That's not even
Make a,
No.
hmm,
Not
I guess
tanky.
a Constitution saving throw. I
Tell me
guess.
that.
D20?
D20, yeah.
Amazing.
That was a 5.
This thing kind of,
Natural 5.
it kind of, I'm trying to think of the scientific term. What is it, the red giant? I forget what it does, like the white dwarf even.
Contracts and
It
then-
kind of goes,
Implode, yeah.
it kind of implodes and
Again.
as you get,
No.
take 4 damage.
Oh man, have you got a pencil?
It's for
Yeah,
Are we
man.
well rested from last time?
Nope.
yeah. You're all full HP. You've each got a point of inspiration actually. Because that's what you're supposed to do, I guess. Give 1
You pass
inspiration.
us the pens.
Yes, sorry.
All got inspiration.
Yeah, you all got 1 inspiration at the start.
We all need
Yeah, I know. I thought my pencil case. Sorry, guys. I just could not find it anyway.
Yeah.
Useless.
I know. I got my dice in it too. Yeah, go back. So we have 1 inspiration. Yeah.
Don't click.
I had one anyway.
I got
So,
3 now, I'm taking it.
how does Thudurk react to this kind of thing, imploding, exploding in its...
I get knocked down and kind of rush backwards on my
Like,
Like,
rub up against a tree or something, is it?
yeah, like
I got all done sort of.
I saw the light between... Great. Your vision gets kind of
like seeing dots.
like you're seeing dots, and like it seems very blurry all of a sudden. And all of a sudden you recognize something. You see something really familiar. It's strange that it's happening here, but you see the frog that you were chasing all those years ago that got you lost out of your civilization. You see the frog kind of looking kind of perpendicular to you,
Yeah.
is the right word, I believe, and it's not really paying attention to you.
I approach it. What else we
And
do?
it kind of looks at you and kind of hops a couple of steps away from you.
I chase it like I used to.
You guys see Thudurk chasing the bright light.
Oh.
well, this light is following.
This light is...
Can we just leave him, guys?
Thudurk, you do not hear anyone saying anything. You
I
are...
pursue it.
Can I run up to him and grab him? And
You can attempt to, yeah. Thudurk, you are...
roll, but
This frog is slowly but surely increasing in speed, and I'm assuming you're kind of chasing after
Yeah,
it.
swooping down
Like
like
a toddler, yeah.
Yeah, like a toddler.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and grab him and
He's a
just.
Yeah, do a grapple strength test.
That was a 4.
It's nothing to do with you.
Look at butterfingers, buddy.
I got 14 when it was
Make a dexterity saving throw, Haribos.
Oh god.
Let's hope you roll high this time.
Thank you.
That's fine.
Plus
So as you were getting close to Thudurk, you were like, yes, I've got him, kind of thing. And then like there was a twig, like a root coming out of one of the trees that you kind of kind of thing, and you nearly fell over it trying to catch him, but you missed him.
Can I
Thudurk, you continue to chase this
find message?
this frog.
Can I walk up to him with a stick and just poke him in the face with it?
At this point, you're about, let's say, I think it's 40 feet away from him. He's moved quite far away,
I message him.
This
for
frog
you,
is
yeah.
large.
and he's increasing in speed as well. So you'll have to start running towards him.
Yeah, that's why I'll start running.
Rob, am I in range for message or?
That's a good point.
I think it's 120 feet for message.
Yeah.
So I'd say yes.
Can I message him?
You can attempt to.
Cool. Is that D20, is it, or?
No, you just
No.
just cast it.
Oh,
It's fine.
cast message and say,
What
stop.
would you say?
Stop, what do you want to come back?
Thudurk, you in the back of your mind, you would hear this muffled.
It could be my parents telling me to stop.
Exactly. It could be. Look at it. That's great. Yeah, and you. But do you turn around at this point? Do you kind of go, parents? Or-
Yeah, turn around to have a look. I'm immersed in this world.
Yes, and you would see your father, your
Hi.
your fully orc father staring at you and kind of with his arm outstretched. Gelgar, I'm assuming when you're casting message, you would have
Yeah,
your arm outstretched.
What are you doing? Come back. Stop.
I leave the frog and go back to see if there's something in my memory which I could have missed.
Yeah. So the closer you get to your orc father, you are reminded of like everything that he did to you and your mother, like abusing and everything. And you, as much as you loved your parents, you almost hated your father for what he did to you and your mother. But there was still love, I guess.
My
There.
daddy.
What would you like to do?
I go up to him. I was only
So
young.
at this point, I was like, you probably would have caught up, by the way.
Okay, I won't poke him with a stick yet.
You won't. Okay, so
I have it ready to, but
He's there, actually, like, like,
so
what's he
Gelgar,
doing? What's he doing, guys?
so yeah, describe to me how you would kind of approach Gelgar.
I just go up shouting, Dad, I can't believe it's you. Well, called him Papa. Do you?
Yeah.
I sort of look around and go, what's wrong with this crazy fool? Why is he calling me Dad?
And you would see your father kind of looking around, and you would see more of your relatives kind of around you, and like it's almost as if your father's beckoning them to come save you.
Hey guys.
Our family.
At this point, are you poking him with a stick?
Do it.
is he stood still?
He has stood still with his arms wide open, I think, right?
Try and slap some
Walking
sense into
towards
him.
Harry.
He's like, Daddy!
You are. You can,
I'm aiming for a nostril or something.
I'm gonna poke an eye out
I
now,
love
I
that.
see it coming.
there is a stick over there if you want to use. It's a bit big though. Yeah, so I'm guessing, yeah, this stick, you suddenly get knocked back to your senses, and you kind of, and your back, you kind of snap, and you kind of like, whoa, like almost as if you were in a trance kind of thing. It's kind of strange, and you have this large stick up your nose, and you see Azlack on the other end of it, and Gelgar is now in the place of your
Still
father,
like
who
poking
kind
him.
of merged out of the.
I grabbed the stick and hit him with it.
Yeah, make an attack. Actually, no. Roll d4 damage. Oh no, actually, sorry. Azlack, take 1 damage if you, unless
Can I
you want.
dodge?
Yeah, attempt to dodge. Yeah, unless if you want to dodge, it's fine.
That's a 2.
You have a point of inspiration.
It's not worth wasting it on
So
that.
yeah, take 1 bludgeoning damage.
So you told me it would work. Well, I didn't tell anyone, but I'll ignore that fact.
Alright, so after hitting him with a stick, I'm in a mood and pissed off at the fact I come back to real life and didn't see my family. So I just
Yeah.
turn around and carry on and direction
Yeah,
towards
great.
the tomb.
Just because he didn't want you.
And I just push you away.
Yeah, would you relay to the group that you had like a weird vision, or would you just keep it to yourself?
No, I just huff off.
Okay, cool, great.
Once
So I
he-
assume you would head
Yeah,
go
towards-
straight towards the north. I've forgotten the map unfortunately, but I believe there was a lake. Would have gone past it a second time. Actually, a third time.
Was that the
Something.
lake where they run away and he shot me in the back?
No, that was the river.
That was the river.
We've
that's
already
it.
passed that.
Yeah, I would assume, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Because it was about the orc.
So-
Triumph.
The more north you
I
go,
guess it looks like a 10 for the orcs.
the more north you go, these trees that started out having quite a few leaves, quite luscious and lively, they're kind of going darker and browner leaves, and these trees are getting thinner almost. It's kind of getting a bit eerie. There is actually a thin layer of smoke about shin deep for a human.
No,
Thanks,
when
Steve.
he's choking on it, so like.
And you can just about see the entrance to the tomb, and
I'm glad Gerald is okay.
what you see is basically there's kind of a small bunker, I guess, with a, you would assume a staircase would go down, and then like 4 pillars in the shape. It's a bit like Stonehenge, but like they're kind of set up like that kind of thing.
Okay.
No, it's fine. So yeah, I'm assuming you would approach this.
Yeah,
I'd walk straight to the middle.
I'm gonna.
I
would like to examine.
It's a trap, but I don't care.
I would like to examine the stone, see if I can see any like markings
Yeah,
or
man,
written like runes and cover dice.
You won't need a roll.
I
Anyway.
got
will I?
proficiency to
No.
history.
Do you understand Draconic?
doing these?
Draconic. Nope, I don't have any.
Does anyone understand Draconic?
Azrael does.
Draconic.
He's
My
not
father.
here.
Yeah. You
I say
would,
that I haven't checked.
would you?
No.
You would definitely look and kind of go, this is something I've never kind of read or written before, and kind of.
Do I get anything? I mean, proficiency to history checks and gem cutting. Whatever
Yeah.
that is.
Stone.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would say stone, gems. Yeah, if you want to like look up the history.
Can I
of
make
this
a
stone.
history check to see if I
Both
know?
of you can go for it.
If I know the language, but I may not be able to read it. I know, recognise the language.
Yeah. Well, you would.
Let's hope it's better than a 1.
Well, I have proficiency.
That was a good roll.
So madam, as I get a nat 1, I get a +7 to it anyway.
It
was 15.
It was 15. You
So
moved
that's 22.
it. That's good.
I got 16 plus proficiency, so.
So that's 3.
23.
Jeez. So you can tell that these have been here for about a century and a half, maybe. Like, and looking back on the history, you could tell that these were placed around the time of Simeon, like
Yeah.
the time he was actually alive.
So these were made before he was buried.
What you could see is that
There's a bit of moss on the bottom.
these were not. These stones are not perfectly or anything. These weren't like cut out or anything. You can tell that these were like prized off a mountain out of sheer force, kind of, and then they were just jammed into the ground.
That's some serious Rhodri.
That kid had some serious water problems.
And if you would relay any of this information kind of through role playing or just whatever you would like to do,
I'll walk straight to the middle.
yeah, that's fine.
Gelgar has noticed that these
Walk to the middle.
that these runes on these stones have been
Just
here
sit on a
while
rock,
Simeon was
something
alive. So I don't know what these actually are. I don't
But
know if they're
you would
meant.
know it's draconic.
I know it's written in Draconic, and sadly, my friends, I cannot read it. But there's something odd that the fact they've been here before, while he was still alive.
Do you
I'd be
think it
like-
could have been him himself?
Shit. Something big
I'm
was
not
easier.
150, I'm only 40.
Oh yeah.
Just weird.
So you would know through reading history of Simeon, he had a sword that was infused with a gemstone. That this gemstone was rumoured and speculated maybe to have the ability to control giants. So
Yeah, I read that.
yeah, you did. Yeah. So potentially, this was made by giants. Prime time. Give him back his phone.
I play Yubna.
I love the Ewoks. Anyway. So yeah.
I'm gonna stay outside of the circle.
Yeah, when
Not
Thudurk
walking into
walks
the-
through,
I'm going to the
Superstitious
centre of
wench.
Ruboi.
yeah, when you guys walk through, nothing happens. Like the runes don't light up, the
Yeah,
circle
Thudurk
does
doesn't
not
make
light up,
pancake
nothing.
Does
my face fold
inside out?
Where
You look like Bane if you do that. That's cool.
That looks creepy.
Like
We're-
a scarecrow, sorry.
Where are me and
Sorry.
him if we've gone to...
I would assume you're about 20 feet away, maybe, kind of
It's
thing.
more like a hood or something.
Kick in the middle. Terrain.
So when you get closer to this bunker, it's a very short bunker because it goes straight.
Ideal for you.
It's a very small
It's a very
He's a gnome, by the way, we didn't say that.
height
Yeah.
disadvantaged. But
2 foot gnome. Yeah. So
Very
there's
challenging.
just a
He's obviously
sheer.
quite a tall person, so it's
Oh
not
my
god.
If I wear it this way, I can be the thing off the Goonies. This way.
It's so good.
I've met that guy before.
I might not even edit that out. That's great. Anyway. So yeah, there's just a sheer staircase and the moonlight, because it is dark at this point. The moonlight is lighting down ever so much, but it is getting darker and darker the further you look down. And if any of you would look down there with dark vision, could only see about 60 foot down, and you struggle to see the bottom.
Let's go.
Can I light the torch just a little bit down the bottom?
Yeah, go for it.
It's too big.
You got it.
Do I need to roll or?
No, I was about to say, frag out kind of thing.
Nice flare noise.
Yes, I
A
love it.
torch.
So, yeah, you would light the torch and it would play with everyone's dark vision because it is, at the moment, getting quite dark. But like as you drop it down the staircase, I would assume it kind of topple turns and just falls down. And eventually it would kind of stop and then like roll a couple of times, go down a few steps, and these steps just keep on going down and down and down. That's kind of creepy. Rhodri can't see that one. Oh, I'm on the side, I don't know why I'm doing that. Yeah, that's the reaction I thought.
Would anybody like a cup of tea?
Yes,
Oh my
please.
God.
Yarlin made you one.
You are speaking my language.
Now you speak in Gnome.
So yeah,
Now you're speaking cranky.
I would
Harry.
assume you guys would go down this.
You know me.
Oh gosh.
Can I use my light spell?
Yeah, you can.
20
You
I'm
can.
gonna say that.
Dim light.
What?
So what you
How do
can
I know
do
you
is
were
you can
gonna
cast
say
it
that?
on an item as well.
You tell me.
You got it
I
wrong.
have to say, because he did just say
Nobody else
we're
said
looking
it.
about 60 foot down and we can't see nothing, and you're going to cast 20.
Well, just
Please
because
be in
we're
front of you. I mean,
the
as you
torch,
move,
the torch
like
is
you-
going all the way down the bottom.
yeah, it's a chance
So
on the top.
20 foot. Like if there's a trap on the stairs or anything,
Charlie.
it might be good.
And you can take it with you, can't you?
Yeah.
Like with Gaslight. So it's basically a free torch.
Well, the thing is, like, you can cast light on yourself, so you can glow
Yeah.
as well. You can do anything.
I'm
You
gonna
can
make myself.
You can glow Binash and chuck him down, or you can glow
Oh,
Gerald.
you
down.
did.
You can get Gerald, glow him, chuck him down.
I'm gonna make
Or
Kyle
send him in
glow
front
pink.
of us. Sorry?
I'm gonna make Haribos glow pink.
Well, we missed that, sorry. We weren't paying attention. We do apologize.
Basically, he can cast light on somebody in any
It can be
colour.
any light, yeah.
So he's casting in to glow pink.
Yes. I love it. I love it. Yes,
How far
that
does this light reach?
You take
20 foot.
I'm going to be 21 foot away.
I love it.
Gelgar
How long does that last?
Your number is pink.
And it's a cantrip, right? Cantrips would be on.
If it says it.
Where would it be? I thought you had. Is there another page between them?
No.
Oh crap.
Sounds like
Oh, there is.
That's how it was. I got.
That's that.
That's how
If it says light there, that's cantrip. You can cast that away.
I was like,
Oh, so it doesn't take a slot or anything. Oh, it's fine. So yes, you will all see Haribos light up pink. It's not even an aura. His face is now pink as well. It looks like he's had a bad tan.
This kind of simply.
Brings out your eyes. It's great. Yeah, you could have made like little yellow blotches on him. Yeah. So I assume, being the light source, would you like to go first?
No, it had.
That's good. So yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll follow you down there. Put my sunglasses on because too blind.
Follow the extremely camp tank paladin.
I'm first cast on by it.
Oh, you look camp. It's not your look camp.
It's got
You
my
are
phone.
head to toe in pink radiant light.
all that for
Take an inspiration for that. Sorry, Athena. So funny.
Paladin is on the voice to the yard.
Oh, I love it. I love it so much. You got 2 now, right?
Harry, I got teacher. And I have
3.
teacher.
Oh yeah, of course, carried over. Yeah, that's fine.
And all of a sudden we get attacked by a giant goose.
Where's that from? Oh.
I'd like to say he's the most childish of us all, but I don't think he is actually. That's what all as bad as each other.
Yeah. We have different aspects of childishness. We have different, like, you know, together make the perfect child.
We'll continue
Entire
after
rooms to play
Dave's
then.
done. We'll have a short break. I would like.
Short break for tea.
Yeah, man.
Can I go for a 5?
Yeah, go for it.
So,
Let's go for it.
I think you need it.
I'm dressed up like John.
Oh, look at that.
Don't turn button up after insulting me. I
I
don't
was just
take
saying,
one out.
look at that, he insults you and then offers you stuff.
I know. Don't offer me one, but